TELOS through Kenton David Bell, Sedona, Arizona, May 5th, 2025, 2:01 p.m. Theme: Multiverse, DNA activation, and the Ascension path. Greetings and good day. We are TELOS, a multidimensional intelligence that emanates through the throne energies, the pure emanations of Source itself. Our role spans across 7 humanoid colonies throughout the vast architecture of the multiverse. We are honored to speak with you today. Consider the region of space your planet inhabits, a single node within your galaxy, nestled in what you call the universe. However, what you perceive as a universe is, in truth, just one chamber within a grander orchestration, the multiverse. Imagine a honeycomb, each cell a precise geometric space filled with intelligence and function. Your universe is but one such chamber within this infinite field of interlocking dimensions. From your current perspective, it appears as a singular cosmos, hence the term universe, one verse. But as human consciousness awakens and expands, you will begin to perceive the multiverse in its fullness. This awakening will open new avenues of communication and cooperation with other humanoid civilizations across different systems. At this moment, a great birthing is underway within humanity. The human being is a self-contained, self-activating organism encoded with divine intelligence. Within your very DNA lies the potential to evolve into higher expressions of consciousness, individually and collectively. Your genes respond not only to environmental factors, but to intention. The 100th monkey theory, a concept many of you are familiar with, is an example of this principle in action, where consciousness and genetic activation ripple across the collective through shared intention and awareness. DNA activation and light. Genes are not merely chemical sequences. They are multidimensional receivers of light and information. DNA operates like a prism. When cosmic light, specific to the frequency of a gene, flows through this prism, it activates and expresses that gene into your physical, emotional, and spiritual reality. Even genes that appear switched off are not inert. They may be operating in shadow or latent potential, awaiting alignment with higher frequencies to express their true purpose. This interaction between DNA, light, and consciousness is the foundation of your spiritual evolution. As more light is allowed to flow through your being, more of your genetic potential is illuminated. Consciousness, when paired with thought, becomes the activator. True activation occurs not through efforting or force, but through aware communion with your source self. When thought aligns with consciousness, you become the conductor of your own divine evolution. Imagine a child's kaleidoscope held up to the light. As it turns, mirrors and colored fragments create shifting patterns of beauty. This is a simple analogy for how DNA, light, and intention operate in harmony. Each shift in awareness, each turn of your inner kaleidoscope, alters the patterns of light expressed through your biology and being. While this is an overly simplified model of what we are pointing towards, it's factually accurate. Throughout history, moments of intervention have shaped the course of human evolution. These interventions, whether subtle or profound, have guided humanity's progress and adaptation. They have influenced not just the physical aspects of human beings, but also the social and spiritual dimensions of life. By understanding these moments, we gain insight into the intricate dance between destiny and free will. Approximately 200,000 years ago, a significant genetic intervention occurred in the human lineage. While there have been many such interventions over time, this one was pivotal. It structured your social and biological systems in a way that served the needs of greater beings who required a labor force for tasks such as the mining of gold. Though once dismissed as myth or woo-woo, these truths are rapidly aligning with your emerging scientific discoveries. As humanity awakens, what once seemed esoteric will become self-evident. We say this with great love. Many of you feel unequipped for the changes now unfolding. And in truth, no one is fully equipped until they begin calling forth the next version of themselves. This is the power of free will, a divine gift that reigns supreme in your realm. Few truly grasp its magnitude. Your societies have often been built to obscure or suppress free will. But the current global shifts are calling for its full restoration. You are in the midst of a monumental transition. The old matrix, the structure built on control, illusion, and limitation, is both collapsing and tightening at once. As it constricts, it also dissolves. But as of now, few have stepped fully into building the new. That task is not one of politics or institutions, but of spirit and soul. It requires the divine aspect of you to take the reins. Begin with the body. Begin with one cell. Visualize a single cell in your body. Magnify it in your inner eye. See its membrane, its cytoplasm, and its nucleus, the command center of the cell. You hold the power to influence this cell, and therefore your entire biology, through light, thought, feeling, and intention. Use gentle intention, not force. Forced thought stems from the ego. Conscious thought arises from your divine awareness. Begin this communion by projecting pure light and intention into the nucleus of your chosen master cell. With practice, you'll begin to notice shifts, perhaps subtle at first, but eventually profound. You might feel more life force. You might perceive energetic clarity or emotional harmony. You're beginning to rewrite your cellular communication network. Those walking the Ascension path are transitioning from a carbon-based form into a crystalline light body. This change begins at the cellular level. How will you know it's occurring? Your cells will look, feel, and respond differently. If your inner sight is clear enough, if you've done the clearing, released the projections, and moved beyond the third and fourth dimensional overlays, you will begin to witness the subtle luminosity of your crystalline transformation. The fifth dimension is the gateway of mastery. Here dwell the great ascended masters, those revered across traditions and cultures. Most of them operate from the seventh dimension and above, but the fifth dimension is where mastery begins for embodied souls like yourselves. Now, let's move into the master cell activation and closing phase. This is a crucial step in your journey where you will activate the core cell that governs your vitality and well-being. Take a deep breath, center yourself, and prepare to engage with your master cell. We encourage you to select a single master cell to represent the whole. Begin a dialogue with it. Ask it how it is holding life force. Visualize mitochondria within the cell generating energy. Observe how it responds to light and love, play, explore. This is the gateway to unlocking dormant sections of your DNA. Through this inner communion, you evolve not only yourself, but you contribute to the evolution of the human collective. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are celebrated every moment, every breath. This is a momentous time to be alive on Earth, and you have chosen it. Remember, you have free will. Use it to call forth the divine blueprint encoded within you. You are more than human. You are the becoming of a cosmic human. We are TELOS. In love and in unity, we walk beside you. Reflective question for integration of information and transmission. TELOS is a multidimensional intelligence that operates through the throne energies, direct emanations from Source. Unlike humanoid beings, TELOS does not operate through sovereign free will, but through divine service, akin to angelic orders. Their role is to observe, report, and support the evolution of life throughout the multiverse. Dimensional stewardship. They oversee 7 humanoid colonies situated across the greater multiverse, viewing the universe not as a totality, but as one chamber within a honeycomb-like multiversal matrix. Service-based intelligence. TELOS is not incarnated in physical form, but exists in pure service to life, evolution, and the source field. Their nature is non-dual and non-egoic. Evolutionary observers. Their interest lies in the evolution of consciousness, especially the potential of human beings to awaken their multidimensional awareness and interact with other advanced civilizations. Genetic and energetic architects. TELOS holds advanced knowledge of DNA, gene expression, and the alchemical transformation of human biology from carbon-based to crystalline forms. Spiritual catalysts. They act as midwives of awakening, helping humanity return to divine remembrance, free will alignment, and intentional spiritual growth. We are not here as humans are, sovereign, free-willed creators, but rather as servants of the great design. Humanity, made in the image of Source, holds a unique and sacred role in this cosmic unfolding. TELOS. Note, the specific characteristics of the 7 humanoid colonies are not detailed in this transmission, but they are implied to be diverse, spiritually advanced, and interlinked through shared divine purpose. According to TELOS, interdimensional communication is not a technological feat, but a spiritual and vibrational evolution. It begins within. One, expand consciousness. Tap into multidimensional aspects of self. Transition from third dimensional to fifth dimensional awareness. Cultivate nonlinear holographic perception. 2. Activate dormant DNA. Use thought and intention to stimulate gene expression. Allow cosmic light frequencies to refract through DNA. Visualize master cells to communicate with cellular intelligence. 3. Elevate vibrational frequency. Clear energetic distortions and emotional imprints. Reduce ego identification and reactive thought. Practice presence, light-based thinking, and soul-aligned awareness. 4. Develop spiritual mastery. Utilize meditation, sound resonance, and stillness. Move beyond survival consciousness into creation consciousness. Step into service, humility, and divine alignment. 5. Embrace and exercise free will. Choose to evolve consciously. Release limiting collective beliefs and outdated paradigms. Prepare to receive and initiate new forms of nonlinear communication. As light increases and consciousness expands, new forms of communication will emerge. Telepathy, light codes, intuitive resonance. These are natural faculties of your future selves. TELOS. The transition into the Cosmic Human 2.0, a multidimensional crystalline aligned human, requires both inner transformation and outer restructuring. TELOS outlines both individual and societal approaches to this conscious evolution. 1. Cellular consciousness. Visualize and communicate with a master cell. Use thought and feeling to enhance cellular light. Observe shifts from carbon-based to crystalline cellular function. 2. Consciousness expansion. Align thoughts with higher intelligence. Quiet, ego-based thinking and reactive emotion. Open your aperture to source through breath, stillness, and light. 3. Genetic activation. Intentionally awaken dormant genetic sequences. Invite high frequency and correct light to flow through your DNA. Learn to switch on higher codes of being through intention and communion. Honor and reinstate free will. Reimagine social systems that uphold authentic choice. Dissolve control-based paradigms rooted in fear and manipulation. Encourage spiritual sovereignty and creative freedom. Foster collective awakening. Support structures that nurture individual transformation. Encourage heart-centered community and unity consciousness. Inspire planetary healing through inner alignment. Embody dimensional shift. Embrace fifth dimensional perspectives. Cultivate a planetary culture rooted in soul, spirit, and source. Prepare the collective psyche for communication with star families and humanoid colonies. Conscious evolution is not a destination, but a sacred practice, one that bridges the human and the divine, the seen and unseen, the now and the eternal. TELOS. You are the living fractals of Source, light encoded, sovereign, and designed for evolutionary greatness. As you choose to awaken, you uplift not only your world, but many others. Your transformation ripples through the multiverse. I am Kenton David Bell, channeling TELOS, Master Healer, Modern Mystic, and your humble servant. I love you all, and there is nothing you can do about it. Please subscribe. Sign up for messages of inspiration and love. rww.kentondavidbell.com. Stay aligned. Stay divine.